Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Iris and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. And today I'm building a cafe in the world of Copperdale, which is the world that we got with the high school years expansion pack. And I was actually really excited to build this build today because I'd only just got the expansion pack literally like an hour before I built this. I went on a bit of a binge and bought a few of the packs that I hadn't got. So I got like werewolves, dream home decorator, high school years, and then a few of the kits as well. And I went into like an empty lot and just placed down all the build buy items, and oh my god, like I'm so happy with all the new swatches and all the new items and everything. There's just so much stuff that I want to use. And so I really wanted to build in the world of Copperdale, and originally on this lot I wanted to build a house because when you originally open this lot, it's kind of like a starter house. I think it's like a one bedroom, but I thought that it didn't really fit in with the location, at least for not what style I kind of like to build with houses. And so I was originally going to do an arts centre, but then I ended up changing my mind like a quarter of the way through to doing a cafe. And I wasn't sure about doing the cafe because obviously there's the thrift bubble tea store. But obviously that's just for bubble tea and it's not like a proper cafe. And so in this I ended up built downstairs is like a normal cafe area, but then upstairs it's like kind of more relaxed and cozy. There's a few balconies to like chill out and relax on with your friends. There's also like an art easel, there's some computers as well, there's like a chess table. So it's kind of more like an area where you can actually like hang out and do some skill building whilst also still being in the downtown area. So right now I'm just doing the shell, and I really liked the shell how it came out actually, because especially when I ended up altering the sides and things so it looked less kind of like one dimensional, it wasn't just one square. I really liked with how the shape came out. And so I'm just sorting out kind of like the roof trims and stuff now because I wasn't sure on what to do for the roof, and so I ended up looking at the world around it, and I noticed that a lot of the places had just kind of like the flat roofs. They didn't actually have like a gabled roof or anything like that. And I'd never done that before, so I was happy with how this turned out. I think the building itself actually fits in quite nicely with the area around it. It ends up being like so cozy inside. It's got like warm walls and flooring, and there's lots of like cute lamps everywhere and lots of rugs. It looks really cute inside. Um, so yeah, I actually had a lot of fun building this, and I managed to do it all in one sitting. I literally sat down and then just built it all, and I edited it all in one day as well. So I was quite proud of myself for that. I didn't end up bulldozing the lot like 3 times before I was happy with it. So yeah, I'm very proud of this build actually, and it's already on the gallery. It's under my ID, which is Iris May YT, if you want to find any of my builds on there. So right now I'm figuring out like the floor plan and how I want stairs and things. Because I still wasn't sure at this point what I actually wanted the building to be. Like I said, I originally was going to do an arts centre, but I didn't really, I didn't have a clear idea for how I wanted it to be laid out and what I wanted to include in it. And I thought in this kind of town, I didn't think it was really necessary because obviously it is one that's just for like high school students and like families and things. It's not really a properly like community centered world like, compared to like I forgot the name of the world now, but the eco lifestyle world. That's a lot more like community focused with all the buildings, the community spaces and things to develop your skills. To do with like woodworking and recycling things and stuff like that. Um, so I ended up using the werewolf stairs, which is another one of the new packs that I bought, and I love these stairs. I just love like the metal look of them. I think it fits in quite well with this build, and it's kind of like more modern, but like kind of like hipstery, like indie. I don't know like how to describe it without sounding like cringy, but I hope you know what I mean. And I loved this door. It's from the Dream Home Decorator set, I think. Um, but I really liked that. And also, I finally used the Moschino windows. Moschino, I think it is actually. But I haven't used these windows before, even though I absolutely love them. And so I was really excited to use these, and I thought they fit in perfectly with the kind of style that I wanted the build to go in. And the door as well, it's a bit annoying because on the outside it matches in height, but on the inside it's a bit lower, which I don't know why it does that, but hey ho. It turned out really well anyway, and I was really happy with it. And it looks very bland at the minute, like it's very white. But I ended up changing them to have a bit of a green tint because when I found the railing, like the wooden plank railing, and I saw that it had a green swatch, I just had to use it because I mean green's my favorite color, but I just think it looks really nice. And then along with the white brick kind of swatch that I've got on the outside of the walls as well, I think that looks really nice. And I end up using the same uh, swatch on the inside as well, so it's kind of like the same flooring and walls inside and out, though I do end up changing this swatch of the walls on the inside to kind of like a more red browny type hue because it just looks more cozy, and with some of the decorations that I end up putting up, it just makes it look more homey and less like harsh on the eyes, I guess, because it's not as bright white. um and the windows on the outside, I ended up having a nightmare with them because honestly, I'm so bad at placing windows. It really stresses me out. I either end up putting too many in and it looks weird, or I don't put in enough and I also think that looks weird. But I ended up sorting it out. I have still got to do the changes yet because as you can see there's like six windows on one side and it looks a bit bizarre, but I end up fixing that and I end up being really happy with how it turns out as well. I just because I seem to get like really paranoid when there's not a window on a wall, like there's a whole length of wall without any window on it, but that is normal and I need to kind of just like accept that and not go over the top with the windows like I have here where there's like five windows and the door. um, but I end up changing all that, so it looks a lot better. Because I think the main reason why I did is because the railing that I put on the stairs on the inside, it kind of clipped with the window. Like you could see the railing through the window, and it really annoyed me. I thought it looked really weird, so that's why I ended up changing the windows on that side. And then, as you can see now, I'm kind of like going through and like fixing everything, so it looks more normal. Um, but I do really love these windows, and I was surprised that the like rounded top windows, they're actually from base game. They're not even in the Moschino pack, but the other ones are. So I'm not sure why that is, but I'm not complaining because they match really well. They even match with the swatch, which I'm happy about because that made my life a lot easier. So now I've finally moved on to the inside, and of course I needed an espresso bar. And I really like this one. I think it's from the Get Together pack. I really liked it. I wanted to use one from high school years, but the only one that they've got is the bubble tea counter. And obviously, this is a cafe, not a bubble tea store, so I didn't want to use that because I tried really hard to not make this look or kind of like have the same items inside as what some of the other community lots in the world already have, because it's kind of like what would be the point of it. But I think I managed to make it quite unique for in this world, and say it's very centered to like the younger generations, I guess. Um, and it's just really cute. It's a nice cozy place to meet up with your friends. There's like plenty of seating. Um, and yeah, I really liked how it came out. This poster I love, and I was so amazed when all the different swatches came up and it wasn't just like different colours of the poster or something. It actually like had the words kind of like spray painted onto the wall kind of thing, which I thought looked really cool. And this sign, I loved this sign. As soon as I saw the cactus, I know I just had to use it. Um, Say it's like green again, and I just thought it was really fun to put on that wall behind the counter because, again, I wanted to use like a menu board or something, but the menu board it was for the bubble tea store, so it didn't really match. Um, and I really like the other swatches of this neon sign as well, but it just didn't match, not how I wanted it to be. So I ended up just using the cactus one. And this ends up working out well anyway because I realise that little room that I've got boxed off, I turn that into a bathroom. And at the minute, the espresso bar is like blocking the bathroom. So I end up moving that down later. Um, so yeah, it kind of worked out anyway that I only wanted one sign. And then these tables are from Cottage Living. They're the pub tables that are in the Gnome's Arms, but I just thought that they fitted really well. And these tables are from the Industrial Loft Kit, I believe, and I love them so much. I thought they like really fit well with the kind of build that I was going for. And the swatches are so cute. I love like wood tables. I can't wait to fill my own place with them one day. I really want to go to like a thrift store and just get some like old wooden tables and just like repurpose them. I think that it looks so nice. And it goes with, I think it matches really well with the walls, like how they're just exposed brick, well, tiles, and like the decorations on the wall, like with the spray painted words. Spray painted? It's kind of like chalk or something. I don't really know how to describe it, but anyway, you know what I mean. Um, those chairs that I put with the smaller tables as well, I love them. They just look really comfortable, and the swatches that came with them as well. And now I'm trying to find a piece of artwork for this wall here, and I really loved this mural, I think it is, from the thrifty store, but it only came in one swatch, and again, because I didn't want it to be copying the thrifty store, I didn't end up using that. But then I found these like plant things. God, I don't know how you to describe them, but like climbing up the wall, and I loved them. And I ended up putting some on the outside as well later on, so that all matches in really well. And again, I'm just looking for another piece of artwork, and I love again this like sign that's written on the wall. I think that was really cute. I just love those kind of cafes where they kind of keep like the foundations of the building on show, kind of like the industrial feel. That's why I was so excited to get the industrial loft kit as well. I'm definitely going to try and do probably one of the apartment buildings in San Myshuno or in the eco lifestyle world. I'll probably try and renovate one of those into an industrial build, especially in the eco lifestyle world. I think that will fit really well because, you know, I can make it all eco friendly and stuff. So I think that would be really fun. And then here I just end up putting in the small bathroom. It's nothing like quite spectacular. It's literally just toilet and sink. I didn't end up making any like gender specific bathrooms. It's just the one bathroom. Because I mean the toilets are never like overflowing anyway, so it's not like you need more than one bathroom really, unless it's ridiculously busy for some reason. But I think your Sims will manage. And oh, the mirrors! I was so excited with all the mirrors that I got in the new packs that I got. This one, I think it's in the pastel pop kit that Plumbella made. Shout out to her. Absolutely love that pack. It's incredible. It's definitely my favorite kit. I think it's so cute, and all the colors and all the swatches match, and it's just amazing. And I cannot wait to decorate some like kids or teenagers bedrooms with all the stuff in that pack because I genuinely love every single piece. I think it's just amazing, and I really hope that they continue to either do more packs with her because honestly her design skills are just incredible, and plus she knows so well what the Sims community wants. But just with the creators in general, I feel like they've definitely been doing that more recently, like with the community created like the eyebrows in Cass. We got two new swatches of eyebrows that were made by the community, and they just look amazing, and I use them all the time. And I'm so glad that they're finally like accepting and taking on board like these CC creators and builders from the community, because it just makes it so like they always create such amazing things, and I love it so much. Speaking of like new packs and things, the infants update, oh my god, I'm so excited for it. Like I want to play, like I want to actually play with the Sims rather than just building. And I want to say, because I just got the Dream Home Decorator pack, I just got the werewolves and the higher school years. I'm so excited to like play in those worlds and play the new expansions. But because of the update that's coming on the 16th, and then or the 15th, and then the Growing Together expansion pack on the 16th. I don't want to start anything because I know it's going to completely change like all the dynamics, and there's going to be so many new features and all the new build buy objects as well. So I'm really trying to like hold off on doing any new Sims or starting any new family lines or like legacy challenges or anything like that, because I know it's all going to change. And again, I'm so excited. I think this pack's really going to add a lot more depth to the Sims that we've been asking for a long time. Kind of like the similar things that we had in The Sims 2. Maybe not to the same extent, but I think it's definitely a really great step in the right direction. And I'm so excited to dive into it and see all the little details that we didn't see on the live stream, because I really think it's going to be an amazing pack. I just think they've been like hitting the ball out the park recently with all the new packs that they've brought out. They're like the high school years one. Cottage living was amazing. I love the dream home decorator as well. Werewolves was really cool. Honestly, they've just been absolutely amazing recently, and I'm so excited for the infants packs. It's a whole new life stage, and they're so cute, all the little interactions that they have, and oh, it's amazing. I'm so excited. Anyway, back to the build. As you can see now, I'm just playing around with some ivy, which I always do on all my builds because I just love the ivy. I love like the overgrown feel, and it just adds a lot of colour to it. And especially, I love putting like plants and trees and everything all around my builds to make it kind of like match more with the environment. And also because this build is on like wooden planks, it's not just like on the ground, it's on a foundation already and things. I definitely wanted to add some plants and overgrown ivy and stuff to the build itself, because I couldn't do any landscaping around the actual building because obviously it's not on soil, so there's like no plants would be able to grow. But I think it helps it match in more with the plants that are around the border of the building. So yeah, I love the ivy, and if you watched my English pub building, you would have seen that I covered that in ivy as well, because I love the ivy so much. And now I'm trying to find a place to put a tree on the build, because like I said, I wanted it to kind of like be more green and everything like that, but I couldn't fit it in the build properly, so I just go back to putting in more ivy. But you can never have enough ivy, I think. And these plant parts, I'm just making them a bit not like dead on straight, because I think it just makes it look more natural, and like obviously because the ivy's there, they wouldn't be able to be flush against the walls and things like that. And because it's next to an entryway, maybe they've been like knocked by people walking in and out or things like that. And then I find this bench to put in front of these two windows, and I actually really love it, and I've never seen it before. I don't know how, but it's from Get Together, I believe, and it's such a cute bench. It has so many cute swatches as well with the pillows, and I'm so overwhelmed and excited by all the build buy items at the minute, even by an old pack like Get Together. And I think I'm really happy that I decided to do this YouTube channel, because I've just it's making me use and look for so many items that I've never really paid attention to before, because I only used to do like family homes and they'd be like quite basic, but now I'm really putting time and effort and thought into what I'm putting on my builds, and I'm just loving it. I'm just so excited by it. So I'll put some mugs on the tables outside, and those snowy escape tables, they're my favourite. They're my go-to for outdoor tables. I just think they are so, so cute. And then again, using the pastel pop kit from Plumbella, shout out. I love these rugs. They're so cute, and I really loved them for inside here because it looks like a coffee swirl. Also, don't mind me fighting with the tab camera. I thought I just had to leave that in there because I just thought it was so funny how I was failing at using that. It was just shooting all over the place, and oh dear, still learning. But yeah, I love these coffee swirl mats. I think they're so cute. And the original swatches as well, it's like cookies, and oh, I love them. They're so, so cute. And then these lights are from high school years, I want to say. I really love them as well, and say again the swatches. Okay, these curtains. I love them so much, but I was trying really hard. I wanted like a canopy to go across from like one wall to the other, and there's three different types of them in the catalogue. So I placed them all down because I'm just trying to find this middle one. And then I realised, oh, they're just different lengths, so that didn't work out. But then I end up going upstairs and putting them upstairs, and I like line them across this door, and I think it looks really cute. And especially because they have lights in them, it adds just like more like ambient effect, I guess, and it just makes it more cozy, which was something that I really loved. And I end up putting the white plush rug down in this. Sorry, excuse me. I end up putting the white plush rug down in this area as well, and I think it just ties it all together. It looks really cute. And these chairs, I love these chairs so much, mainly because of the swatch of them, because, like I said, green's my favourite colour, but I love them. And the tables as well, they light up, so again, I really liked how I didn't need to put ceiling lights in everywhere. I do still put some in, but I don't need as many, and I don't have to worry about if they're bright enough or anything like that, because obviously these lamps and like the lights in the curtains and things, I just think it's a really nice like homey effect. And now I'm just trying to think of more things for The Sims to do here, so it's not just like get a drink, chat to your friends and then leave. I wanted it to be somewhere they can actually spend time. So I put a bookshelf in, and these chairs, oh, I love these chairs so much. They're so cute, and oh, they're just one of my favorite items. I'm so excited to use them. I'm going to be going on like a massive building spree, more than I already have been, like in the next few days, well, weeks probably, because there's just so much stuff that I've got now that I can use, and I feel so lucky that I've been able to get them, because they're just amazing items. Um, Now becomes the show of Iris first curtains, because Jesus Christ, why are they so awkward? Um, they were just an absolute nightmare. But I love these base game curtains, especially now they're in the white swatch. I think they just look so cute. They go with so many builds. I use them all the time. And now I'm just trying to use a tool mod to raise them up a bit, because I hate how it clips under the bottom of the window itself, because I just don't think that happens in real life. Like, I'm looking at my windows now and my rod is above my window. So yeah, I was trying to sort that out. And then I used different curtains over on this one. I can't remember what packet it's from, but it is these ones. They're really cute. And again, I just wanted to use something different, because they kind of still match in with these curtains that I put over here because they're white, but they also match with the canopy curtains with the lights in, because they have kind of like that bead effect. And also, I was thinking, because one of the rounded windows is above the stairs, you're not going to be like pulling the curtains across and things as often. So you're more likely to just leave them in place. You're not going to be like opening and closing them. So I thought that these just looked really cute, and they fitted really well with these windows. And again, I'm just like raising them up. And then I realised I raised them up too much and they were like in the ceiling. So I raised them back down again. And then in this area, which I believe I move on to next, I end up putting two computer desks again, because it's like just more skill building, more things to do, like to hang out with your friends. Oh, okay, now I'll put in the rug, but I love this rug, it's my go to. Um, and yes, so now I'm putting in I go to put in the computer desk. But I'm looking at the cafe items at the minute, because I was wondering if there was anything else that I could have missed. And it's just some small details, so like the hand sanitizer next to the door, the fire exit sign, and then I put this plaque like behind the espresso bar, because that could be like a licensed thing, like because the places of business usually end up needing like a plaque to say that they're like they own the rights to sell and things like that. But now I'm putting in the computer desks, and I use the Dream Home Decorator desks, which I love these. I think they're just like really nice and simple and minimalist. And obviously, I didn't want to put in a proper desk in this build, because it's not like at home where you'd have all your like clutter lying about. It's literally just like the computer. Maybe put some books on the side whilst you're there, but then obviously you take your stuff and go. And again, those chairs, I was so happy that they matched. And now I'm just putting some final art pieces around. I put three paintings here at the top of the stairs, and then I end up putting two posters above the computer desks as well. just to add some more colour into the room. And they end up being really bright, and they kind of stand out a bit, but I actually kind of like that. And I put these up because I feel like when you're in a community space like a library or something and you're at a computer, they sometimes have these posters above the wall, above the computers, giving you like internet safety tips and things like that. So that kind of reminded me of this. And then I found these lamps, and the three that I've got above the two chairs, the pink, blue, and I think it's like cream, I love those so much, and I'm definitely going to store them in my brain for a later use. But I didn't want to put them all around the top floor, so I end up using these green, like, kind of like, they look like kind of mason jars. I use them instead, but I think they look really nice. And now I'm sorting out the two balconies on the outside, and I love this table. And then these base game chairs actually match perfectly to it. I don't know if that's actually like a matching set or not, but I was so happy when I found them. And then now I'm still looking for other things to just for like skill building items for your Sims to do whilst they're here, but I can't find anything that's small enough and makes sense to be on this balcony. So I just put these two seasons chairs out, with like a rug and a coffee table. So just as another place to sit outside when the weather's nice. And on this one, this is where I put the art easel and the chess table, because again it's just like more skill building items. And I think it would be quite nice to just go here, like get a cup of coffee and go paint something, because this world is beautiful. I really think it is, and like the views from behind the cafe, they're really stunning. So your Sims definitely have some references to paint from. And then this chess table, I love these chairs from Eco Lifestyle. I think they look really comfortable, and because the other ones that I put down, they looked a bit like plasticky, which wasn't the vibe that I was going for. So I love these chairs, and I thought they matched really well. And now I'm just putting the final coffee table down out here. It's just this base game one. And then trying to remember what I do next. Oh yeah, I save it because my PC was having a nightmare with this morning when I tried to turn it on. It just, I mean, at first it restarted like 4 times because it was trying to apply an update and then it wouldn't work, so it had to undo the update. And then when I was halfway through watching a YouTube video, it just kind of gave me the blue screen of death almost, and it started making like this horrible like burring sound, and I panicked, so I just hard switched off my PC. But it's been fine since, but I'm definitely laying more on the cautious side and I'm saving my builds, because I feel like that's something that I should get into the habit of doing anyway. Especially when I'm building for like 2-3 hours at a time. I think I'd be absolutely heartbroken if I lost any of it. Definitely wouldn't be able to go through and start again. Um, Now I'm just putting final touches on the build, so I'm just adding these lanterns on the outside, and just sizing them down a little bit. And I'm really glad that these work when you size them down and they don't leave like a weird shadow or anything like that, like the mirrors tend to do. Um, because I didn't want them to be like completely massive like that. I thought they looked a bit weird with how big they were, so sizing them down makes them look a bit more normal. And now this is the final thing that I do, and it's putting some trees because it just looked really bare. And I do put them in plant pots because obviously they can't just go into the decking. And I don't know if they can go in plant pots. If I ask my mum, she'd probably say no, but you know, it's The Sims, we move. And now we're on to the screenshots. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to have another build this week for you. And yeah, just thanks for watching and enjoy the screenshots. Thanks. Bye.